Video tutorial on basic printing operation of micro-character inkjet printers. It is in the ink supply state. Now, click Param. If the encoder is not used here, just select OFF. The mode can be set with counter and continuous. Counter prints once it senses, while continuous prints continuously once it senses. Generally, choosing counter is sufficient. Times is used to set how many times the sensor needs to print continuously at one time. Print is used to set the interval between consecutive prints. The larger the value, the larger the interval will be. First, set up continuous printing for 3 times to see the effect. The closer the sensor is to the sprinkler head, the better, and then pay attention to the sensor, cannot let it light up all the time. If the light has been on, you can raise it a little. Loosening this screw can adjust the nozzle to side spray. Loosening this screw can adjust the distance between the nozzle and the product. These 2 screws are respectively used to adjust the front and back position of the nozzle and the height of the nozzle. The same is true of sensors. Now, you can click Print. The sensor sensed it once, but it printed 3 times. Click Stop to cancel the printing. Just reset times to 1. Sensor 1 can be set as low level on or high level on. Setting it as low level on means that the printing starts immediately after the sensor senses it. Setting it as high level on means that the printing begins only after the sensor senses the product passing through the sensor. Generally, setting it as low level on is sufficient. Print delay is to set how many seconds it takes for the inkjet printer to start printing after sensing it. The larger the set value is, the further back the printing position will be. Set the value a little larger and compare the effects. In contrast, it is much further back than the previous printing position. Blocking is a setting that after the printing is completed, there will be a period of time after the printing is done, and no printing will be carried out regardless of the number of sensations, to prevent some products that are difficult to sensitize from being repeatedly sensitized and printed. Left, right, and upside down can be selected as needed. The entire sensor too does not need to be set. Font width is to set the width of the font. The larger the value, the wider the font will be. Font is used to set the height of the font, with a maximum of 10. Alternatively, raising the nozzle can also make the font larger. Thickness sets the multiple of horizontal ink dots. The larger the value, the more horizontal ink dots the font will have. After the settings were completed, the printed font became a little longer and shorter, and the number of horizontal dots also doubled. Adjust the value back, then raise the nozzle and check the printing effect again. The current printing effect is like this, then adjust the nozzle a little higher in print again to see. After raising the nozzle, the printed characters will become larger as a whole. After increasing the speed, spray print again to see the printing effect. After the speed was increased, the font was elongated as a whole and moved further back. Therefore, it is best to keep the speed fixed on the assembly line to avoid printing deviations. Vert is used to set the height of the editing bar. It is best to set it to be approximately the same height as the content.